Hey everybody, welcome to a new not banter-sode. We don't do this anymore. This is the variety show.
The triple threat, remember?
Ooh, the triple threat. Nothing at all like those banter-sodes you guys don't like. This here's a triple threat.
By the way, the vast majority of people love the banter sodes.
Yeah, but there are the loud complainy types that
there's another
lazy fucking banter sode. Even though some of them even write me, they're like, seriously? Another fucking oh my gosh, guy's a vampire!
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
I'm fucking vampire, dude. Oh,
okay. Well shit. I'm glad we're socially distancing.
I was scared for a second.
you're fucking lucky. Oh, sorry.
Imagine if vampires really sounded like that.
I'm already a fucking. I can barely fucking speak as it is, and then you put this shit, and it's impossible. Fucking retard.
Maybe you should learn to talk in those, and then when you take them out, you'll have like a super like. My elocution is immaculate, you know.
Stay a while and listen, TJ. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen, dude.
Girlfriend. But no, there are those. I've been people write to me and they're like, oh, seriously, another fucking banter zone. It's like motherfucker.
I love it. I love being called lazy. Like and I understand it because people don't know what's going on behind shit.
Of
but
course.
like they're like oh nah, man, they really fucking getting lazy with these banter sodes, and like we're literally we're shooting 6 days a week. We've been fucking like we're literally going out of our minds because this is the end of our week when we're recording this one, and none of us have any gas left in the tank because we're just like constantly fucking chugga, and then we put out a fucking episode and people are like, man, they're just really letting things slip here, these lazy fucking banter sodes, and it's like, fuck you, dude.
So here's another thing Scotty pulled: 9 charts that show why America is fat, sick, and tired.
And then you know what?
I'm all 3 of those, so maybe this will help me.
Calorie breakdown madness.
Yeah,
according to the USDA, nearly 1,000 calories a day out of a 2,775 daily calorie diet is attributed to added fats and sweeteners. In comparison, dairy, fruits, and vegetables only contribute 424 calories. Our priorities for food are simply out of balance. So this is like the typical calorie expenditure, I guess, of a person living today, where sweeteners represent a huge calorie block, and added fats and oils and dairy fats represent a huge block of calories, and grains and stuff.
Well, you're looking at sweeteners. That's 400 calories. You're looking at added fats, oils, and dairy fats. I mean, it's 1,000 calories a day just from that.
So I guess that's bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
That's all bad, dude.
So 45% increase in grain consumption from when? From
it's like
1962
to
so
2003.
Just from like the 60s to the early 2000s is probably. I don't know if we can assume that it's gone at the same rate, but it's probably not changed at the very least. As of 2000, Americans were consuming nearly 200 pounds of grain per year, the vast majority from wheat flour. It's important to note that while we are consuming considerably more wheat, we must take into account that it isn't the same wheat we once ate. Today, according to the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology, the mineral density of wheat has dramatically declined in the last 20 years.
So you basically have to eat more to get the same thing.
Weird. Does it explain why? Oh, here we go.
Because it's like treated, right? Like they bleach it and they strip some of the fucking nutrients out of it in the processing process, and it's made like less healthy.
I guess this guy is saying GMOs, which I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of anti-GMO sentiment out there, but from my understanding, a lot of it is based on pretty shoddy science. Researchers believe that there's a significant increase in the number of individuals with celiac disease and gluten intolerance as a result of nutritionally bankrupt wheat, as well as the dramatic increase in its consumption. In addition to wheat, our diets high in other grains put us at risk for tooth decay, phytic acid, naturally found in nuts, seeds, legumes, and grains, and added to many commercially available breads and whole grain products, can affect absorption of magnesium, calcium, and zinc. Chart 3, American prescription medication use. So here's a chart about here's age and years, sex, and race and ethnicity.
This really comes from the CDC. It says, according to the Center of Disease Control, 48.5% of Americans have used at least one prescription drug in the past 30 days, and 21.7% have used 3 or more prescription drugs. The most frequently prescribed drugs are
analgesics and hyperlipidemic agents.
Those are like I'm on those. So statins. Yeah, statins, things that are meant to thin your blood and reduce the cholesterol and fat in it.
Scott,
I have a problem with this one. Antidepressants and anti-diabetic medications.
Yeah.
Not on either one of those currently, but I'm definitely on an analgesic.
How about you, Scott? Are you on any drugs? You on any prescription drugs?
No.
No? Drug free?
What about you, TJ? You got any prescription?
I'm not drug free.
I am on a prescription drug.
I'm on. I take. I'm on quite like the fucking regiment. Honestly, I take a number of pills a day. I have 2 pills that I take in the morning, and then I take another of one of the same pills at night, along with 2 other pills.
Shit, I only have one. I only have one prescription drug at this point. I'm on. I forget what it's called, but I have my thyroid underproduces.
Right.
I actually have it's not hyperthyroidism. It's hypothyroidism, which is just like an underactive thyroid. It's actually kind of strange for the West. It's kind of rare.
You know what? That might be. I mean, if that actually is true, that might be one of the reasons why you are fatter.
Yeah, it can contribute to that.
It can contribute to that legitimately. Damn, so you actually might have so you're telling me you actually might have a legit reason for being fat? No, that's crazy.
No, he doesn't.
No, I'm sure
he's fat because he said
I know mainly, but that can contribute a little bit.
Long enough to know why he's fat, dude.
I mean, I agree with you, Paul.
But it's probably a mitigating. Mitigating.
It doesn't help.
It might exacerbate things a little. Is what I'm trying to say.
My hypothyroidism forces me.
Well, no, if he said like that,
I Oreos at night.
Median daily vegetable intake among adults in the United States. So this is they're basically saying we've seen a decrease in the amount of vegetables and fruits people eat.
Wow, look at where I'm from and where I live.
Yep, 2 different
worlds, baby.
Yeah. So you see, in like Louisiana is one of the lowest states. Like we don't. Definitely. Dude, I'll never forget it. We were at Copeland's. It's a restaurant around here with one of Steve's friends named Kurt, who's no longer alive. But he ordered his food and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, what do you want on your salad?" He's like, "Salad. I don't care for no salad." You know what I mean? He's just like, the idea of eating plants to him was like, I don't do that shit.
Anytime I've ever talked to anyone from Louisiana about salads that I know was from the state, they're like, I don't eat fucking rabbit food. Like some version of that has come out of their mouths. Like, no fucking way. I'm gonna eat. Like
not only do they not want it, but they're incensed by the idea of it. Like, I don't want no goddamn fucking salad. Consumption of sugar has skyrocketed, unsurprisingly. You see from the 1920s to 2005.
I mean, I know a lot of this, too, is linked to soda. Like, soda accounts for such a profound amount of this line. I mean, other things, too, obviously. But soda is something that people don't think of as a sweet. And they drink it all fucking day. And it's basically just sugar.
Yeah, high fructose corn syrup, of course.
I mean, how can you not think of soda as being like a sweet thing, though?
Today,
I don't know how you could...
Everything needs to be super sweet. Even foods we don't tend to think of as sweet. Traditionally, wheat-based breads, for example, contain sugar, While sugar is
Sure, I can
important
see
to fermentation and getting yeast to activate, the next time you reach for a loaf of bread of honey whole wheat, check the label. It may surprise you. Each slice has 3 grams of sugar, sourced from both honey and refined sugar. My favorite natural sweetener, raw honey, whatever, blah, 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 blah. That still has fucking sugar in it. Don't kid yourself. Unfortunately, food manufacturers do not have to separate added sugar from naturally occurring sugar in foods. Most foods have some level of natural sugar, and in balance, they are healthy for you. Food labels only have to disclose the total sugars per serving and don't break down added sugars from naturally occurring sugars. Added sugars come in many forms, so look for the labels that include cane juice, corn sweetener, corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, high fructose corn syrup, invert sugar, maltose, lactose, sucrose, white sugar, corn syrup solids, malt syrup, and anhydrous dextrose. So that's all the labels they use to hide sugar.
It's got sugar. Yeah, have
That
some more
first
sugar.
one, that cane juice shit. That's what like hipster sodas were made with for a while. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Dr. Rosenthal's cane sugar root beer or
Well,
whatever the fuck.
one of
Like
the
it was better for you.
Yeah, one of the things that happened, interestingly enough, is because all of this stuff about high fructose corn syrup, people started to convince themselves that like pure cane sugar is like, wow. Like maybe from a taste perspective, that might be something you prefer. But like from a health perspective, that's not even remotely better. It's exactly the same.
I mean, when it comes to the shit on this list, as far as I understand, and I'm no dietitian, high fructose corn syrup is the worst thing on this list. Like if you're gonna drop one thing out of your diet sugar wise, it should be that ultra refined corn syrup because that is in everything.
Paul, let me tell you, Paul, that's one thing I will not fucking stand at my house. It's like, look, some of this other shit I guarantee you is in my fucking cabinet, but high fructose corn syrup, I told Taylor, I'm like, no, I don't want it. If I see ketchup with it, I won't even like nope, I don't even want ketchup because like McDonald's and places like that, I just wait until I get home and I use the ketchup there. I just eat it without it, man. I cannot fucking stand anything with high fructose corn syrup. It just doesn't sound, I mean, I know it might sound like fucking, like how can you tell, but you can definitely tell the difference if you stop eating it.
Interesting. I don't think I have too much with high fructose corn syrup anymore, but I probably did prior to being
because it's loaded. It's loaded down in your diet. I guarantee you.
Yeah, probably my ketchup would probably be the one place you'd still find it, honestly. But I don't really eat too much ketchup. Complicated. So basically, this just goes on to say that like 1 in 3 American adults are pre-diabetic and stuff, and obviously that's not a great thing. So chart 6, increase in hydrogenated oils and decrease in saturated fats. So we see,
dude, you know what hydrogenated oil made me think of?
No.
What?
That stupid little song that he comes up with in Death to Smoochie. Fresh from the soil, no hydrogenous oil. Sweetened with juice for an energy boost. Yay! He wants to make the cookies all healthy, but they're disgusting and the kids hate them.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Dude, that's a movie that like, that movie's a Rorschach test. Because
yeah, it really is.
You can really kind of
people interpret it tells you a lot about a person.
Yeah, like people who are like, that movie fucking sucks. I'm just like, I probably don't have anything in common with you. You got to go. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true. I've met people that say that fucking Death to Smoochie is shitty, and they're almost uniformly shitty people. So
yeah, at least by my standards. So
dude,
fuck off.
I don't know how anyone doesn't love Death to Smoochie, dude. I fucking love that movie.
Dude, that movie is fucking great. And it's like, there's so many people that think it sucks, and it even has like, it's even rated shit. I mean, man, that movie is an underrated fucking masterpiece.
Dude, I will tell you, that movie is 100% Rainbow Randolph to me.
I know.
Oh, dude. God, he's awesome.
Movie, dude, that may be one of Robin Williams, and he had an illustrious career, but that may be my favorite Robin Williams performance of all time.
Oh, he was great in that fucking movie, dude. I love it. I love his character arc. I love just like how fucking saccharine they are on when they're talking to these kids and performing, and just the fucking cutthroat nature of the business to juxtapose with the mob. And oh my god, there's so many great characters. He's
such a great like sympathetic villain, you know?
Yeah.
He's a total fucking scumfuck, but you can't help but love him.
I know,
and that's so rare.
So TJ, basically, what it's just saying is that people are eating way more of these bad fats and oils, and of course,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think as I go along here, like what kind of shit could I cut? Like I don't eat a lot of bread.
Yeah.
As it stands, like I'll have a sandwich every once in a while. That's 2 slices of bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do eat a lot of pasta, and that could probably fucking
contribute what
negatively.
Well, let me ask you this, Paul. Do you eat a lot of processed foods?
Like I don't
like you got a frozen
I'm
pizza.
terrible with this shit. Like what?
A frozen pizza is a processed food.
Okay, yeah. So I had a frozen pizza last night.
Okay, there you go. All the things that this thing's talking about, I guarantee you that pizza probably had in it.
So
I could cut that shit out of my diet and really not hurt myself. That's just like a laziness thing, and I've been doing better with it. I didn't sit down and eat a whole fucking pizza, but I could cut that out of my diet.
So the other day, Chelsea brought home or she didn't bring it home, but we ordered. Chelsea was like hearing about this like chickpea based pastas and shit.
Oh, dude, yeah, those are great.
Yeah, and they like. I was like, man, fuck that garbage. And then she brought some. Well, she bought some, and she made it for we made some kind of like casserole thing.
Does it come in an orange box?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, I think you had the same one.
But anyway, like that chickpea pasta is pretty fucking goddamn close to the original and way less fucking.
What kind of what types of pasta do they make?
They don't make spaghetti, unfortunately, but they do have like a bunch of other fucking.
I think that
noodle styles.
Let me look up. 1 second, because I think I know what you're talking about. I think
when it comes to the shit that I'm eating now, that type of stuff is probably the worst of the worst that I'm eating now. Like I don't eat like every once in a while I'll indulge in a sweet or something, but I've never had a problem with sweets. So like
yeah,
I have like my girlfriend will make like a pudding pie or something. I'll have a little slice of that every once in a while, but. When it comes to the shit that I'm eating that I think is really like probably holding me back in terms of weight loss,
I think this
probably pasta.
Oh, they do have spaghetti. Whatever.
It's Banza. Yeah. You're on the same side as me. Yeah. So
these are this is the shit. She brought some of this shit home. It's fucking pretty goddamn good. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much better it is for you than regular pasta, but it definitely fucking tastes pretty goddamn close. I mean, I'd get some. I think
that like when it comes to the shit that I'm eating that's unhealthy, yeah, like the freezer pizza shit, that's just a laziness buy because it's like, there's nights where I'm tired, Amelia's tired, we don't feel like cooking. We can pop.
Yeah, fuck that anti-GM. That's just whatever.
We can pop, a pizza in, and I'm not eating a ton of it, but
here's another one
with all this shit.
So this is about the Americans and salt consumption, but obviously it says we eat about 3,400 milligrams of sodium per day, which I've actually seen stuff that says that's about right. Like that's not, that our salt consumption actually is not too bad. But I've also seen people say that it's
I'm not sure about
really
this
bad.
one. I've heard contradictory things.
I've heard things. I mean, like with a lot of health stuff, there's some contradictory stuff. So I think the jury's still out on this salt shit. But
here's what I've heard about salt, and I think that this is true.
I mean, you are the expert, so.
No, I'm not the expert. Well, I am the salt.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, you're the salt expert.
I'm not saying you're legitimately an expert, but
no. What I've been told about salts is if you're already obese, salts are really like overloading on salts are extra bad for you because it, hardens the arteries and causes you to retain water and shit, which is bad and can cause embolisms and blah, 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 blah. So like if you're already fat and eating a super high sodium diet, it's definitely bad for you. Yeah. That much I know is pretty much well accepted. Now, if you're not fat and you're eating that much sodium a day, but you're maintaining a healthy weight, you're probably fine. But just the combination of a high salt diet with a high carb and high sugar diet is really destructive.
So here's where, according to this is where 40% of the sodium, if you are concerned about sodium intake, here's where 40% comes from. Breads and rolls, cured meats, like deli cuts and shit, pizza,
shock here.
Poultry, soups, of course, are loaded with sodium. Sandwiches and burgers, cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. Pasta dishes.
So what are you supposed to eat?
Meat dishes.
I'm looking at this, and a lot of this shit is the shit that I eat. I mean, I eat that, I eat a healthy portion of it, but it's like, what am I supposed to fucking eat?
Like, a lot of these
no
things,
bread, no poultry, no meat, no fucking sandwiches, no cheese, no pasta. Okay, no snack products. Okay, so what does that leave me with? Leafy greens?
Yeah.
Well, what it's saying is that for you to radically change your diet, you can have some of these things, but the thing is that it's also to be cognizant when you're eating it and to like look at the ingredients and see what you're actually consuming.
I mean, this I can kind of tell that there's like, because they're saying like sea salt and Himalayan salt are better. I mean, like that doesn't really matter that much.
No,
like this is,
I don't care about that.
This is like there's a definitely like new agey kind of bent to this website. So.
Big fat fry.